So, John, how do we do that? He's looking at me like, oh, this is your problem. You get to deal with this one. Fuck. Thomas Norton's profile, then. Okay, so we need to talk to somebody about Thomas Norton. That's gonna be, no doubt, the guy at the refugee camp. Or it could be the lady here. We could talk to her. Hi, do you know anything about this dude? Yeah. Oh, this is about Mycroft?
Imagine you work with intelligence.
That's correct. Your brother noticed me when I tracked down a spy at the archives. That's how our cooperation began. And you? Did Mycroft force you into this?
No, I'm just his brother.
Simply have a mutual interest in someone. Or something.
Of course. A fruitful and willing collaboration, I'm sure.
I just had the misfortune to be his
younger
brother.
I have to accept the consequences of being a close relative of an official figure.
I suppose in a way we are colleagues, Mr. Holmes.
In the remotest way possible, Miss Oni.
Okay, well that wasn't about this guy then. So let's go back to the camp. And I guess we can talk to the very jaundiced looking official. The guy with poor kidneys. Is it kidneys or liver? I can't remember now. I'm pretty sure it's poor kidney function that causes that. Or is it liver function? Look, the dude's got something wrong with him and he should go and see a doctor. I'm only worried about his health here, everybody. Is he here still? Can I just...
No, sir. Now the rules for coming in have become much more stringent. So, reap the benefits.
Okay, I will. Maybe if you stop letting people in here to, you know, get stabbed, you might not lose your job in the future. Where's our friend? He's gone. Well, shit. Does he maybe have an office at the city hall? And I can go and visit him now, because I need to talk to someone about him. Or maybe we talk to Vogel about him. I'll investigate the mobster in a little while, but I kind of want to just run this down first, so that when we see the mobster stuff, we can link them together there and then. Let's see. If he has an office, it's going to be one of these. Or we could just go straight to his office. Norton himself. He's not going to be in the chief archivist office. Okay. Do we boldly just walk at this guy and say hi? So you know all about this, right? That's not a place we can go. And we can't go up the stairs. That's all roped off with a velvet rope. Ooh. Can I get through the door while you're cleaning it? No? Okay. Alright, Thomas Norton. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hi. What's up there? You look familiar. And he looks very worried. Yeah. Let's have a look. Nothing in here we can poke at. I like how I can just walk into the man's office, stroll around in circles, and he doesn't even acknowledge me. The Empire Strikes Hard. That was the original title for the movie, and then they changed it to Back, because it sounded a little better. Join the Royal Air Force. Ooh. We are here for your sake. Are we declaring war against Japan? Is that what this poster's all about? No? Or is it sake? It's sake, isn't it? Okay, okay, I get it now. Royal Naval Division. We are specifically about the royal belly buttons here.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
Oh, does it now? Let me have a look at you, though. Let me get a good look at you. You're actually quite short, aren't you? I'll just get up on my tiptoes. Oh man, did not sleep. Yeah, you're having trouble there. Didn't even have time for a shave. Yeah, you see, that's not what the cross looks like on the wiki article that I just read, but we can let it have a pass on that. As well worn and never removed. Dude wears it even when he's raping a refugee. Yeah. Dude, really? You just have blood on your hands. Literally blood on your hands. What is this? Wine? Question mark. I don't think so. Who the hell spills wine on the back of their hand and then just doesn't wash it off? Is there anything on the shoulder? Dandruff. No. Stays at work late? Question mark? I mean, he's been up all night 'cause he's been waiting on word of his cover-up, obviously. The red wine stain on the wrists, unshaven face with indicates a lazy attitude towards his duty. The order of the bath looks quite worn. The man is proud of it and never takes it off. But he doesn't clean. He obviously doesn't look after it either. He just wears it. In other words, he likes to wave it around in people's faces. And he's not very respectful of the actual award itself, as he is showing it to people, making sure they see he has it. Wrinkled clothes and red eyes mean he didn't return home last night. Instead of work, the man would rather lose himself in depravity and alcohol. So he is a party goer. Or he's in remorse. Order of the bath looks worn. The man is proud of it. Never takes it off. Red stain on the wrist. So it is just obviously wine. We're not drawing any other conclusion here. His clothes are wrinkled, barely bothers to shave. His red eyes indicate he may be suffering from insomnia or deep anxiety. Looks like he lives within a nightmare, attempting to rid himself of a terrible memory of a past mistake. That sounds entirely too forgivable. He's not, I think, remorseful of his past mistakes as much as he is shitting himself that they will actually be discovered and people will see him for the monster he is. So, but I don't like this whole, oh, it's a party as well. It's like, oh, he's so frivolous. Boys will be boys and all that. But saying he'd rather lose himself in depravity and alcohol is kind of slightly damning in the sense. I can think of worse ways to put this that are a lot more accurate. We're going to go with it, though. Yeah.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
On my way here, I was wondering whether you might regret what you did. I tried my best to retain at least a shred of faith in humanity. I had hoped that you would hear her scream, see her face in your dreams, or at least once ask yourself how Nayla might feel. Who?
Wow, we are really... Yeah, don't even know her name, bro.
Why are you here?
Ooh, I can punch him in the face. Oh... This is a great way to get arrested, actually. Walk into the British envoy's freaking office and smack him in the face. Yeah, but to send you to justice. I can show the photograph. I can be like, now I have this. Were you looking for this? Was your cutthroat killer looking for this? In... You know, what was his name's apartment? I don't even remember the victim's name now, the artist. I'm gonna do that.
Do you recognize this man?
Oh, we look exactly alike, but that's not me.
You're the wrong person.
Really? Then you
Asshole.
don't mind if I pass this along to the newspaper?
All right. All right.
I'm sure the press will think it's
Is
you.
about money, as you said in the letter?
Oh,
What kind of sum are we talking about?
I've never written a
letter.
single word to you. Bribery, not my style.
So, that letter.
Somebody's blackmailing him.
Well, it
The
appears that more and
mobster.
more people in the city are finding out about your despicable hobby, doesn't it? You're in the clutches of justice, and very soon they will squeeze you. It's in your best interest to cooperate.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Oh, it dulls the mind.
All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink either.
No, you seem to have a habit of drinking through the back of your hand.
Unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
So, my prediction is the mobster is blackmailing him. Right? The mobster is the one who has a deal with the cops to get refugees out of the camp for work and then you know, like off-the-books work, illegal work, cash. It's not like they had stringent taxation declarations and earnings and so on back in the day, but still, paperwork on that was rather loose in the Victorian era, but still, you know, he wanted people, extra manpower to do hard work, and then throw them back in the camp, and, you know, the police got a cut of letting people out through that sewer tunnel. And then this envoy, who probably got a little too chummy with him, was like, hey, I'd like to come to like a party, you know, I want to, you know, do some things, you know, like the kind of things that you can't just do to the high society ladies. And they were like, we'll go and get a refugee girl for you, how's that work? And he was like, cool. And then bad things happened. Now the mobster is like, aha, blackmail material. We had an artist there who was taking pictures of the whole thing. But oops, the artist actually used one of them as an inspiration for a painting. We need to not let that be seen, because it's bad for the guy that we're going to blackmail. But also we need to go and get all the material from that artist, kill him, and silence him. And then we can blackmail the official. Blackmail is kind of useless if everybody knows about the bad thing that the person did that you're blackmailing. So that's what's happening here, I think. So who's blackmailing you? Oh, let's go with this first. Let's start low end. Did you know Mercurio? That was the name of the artist.
Boniface Mercurio. Does the name
Boniface
mean anything to you?
Mercurio?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises
He was an
I found him
artist.
dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
Like, oh, that's
Had
bad.
motive to
Wait
kill
a minute.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio,
Mercurio.
well, him, yes,
Mercutio?
I thought he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait, to see what he would do next. You have to believe
I mean, that's a
me.
word. I do believe him.
Evidence.
Then look at the evidence.
I do kind of believe him on that. Like, he would naturally think that Boniface Mercurio was the blackmailer because he was the one taking pictures. But then he made a painting out of one of those very compromising pictures. So, not exactly the kind of thing a person who's going to blackmail would do. Like I said, if you should then show everybody, you don't really have much to blackmail with anymore. Hell, if the guy puts a painting on display, you can just say, oh, well, obviously he made a fictitious painting. And now he's trying to say that it actually happened. The guy's kind of crazy. There's deniability there. So, you know. But the party was probably organized by the mobster dude. Alright, so did you try to steal the painting?
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir.
Might
Hiring
be, you
criminals
are.
For illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
Yeah, so he was the one who wanted to buy the painting.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position, yet here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes, and I'm no exception.
No, you don't get to brush this off as a mistake. This was a heinous act. It's not just a mistake that you can, oh, well, we just made mistakes. Oh, we should just forgive you then. No. So, yeah, we know from Vogel that somebody approached with a very generous offer for the painting, which was worth maybe more than the painting was really worth. That sounds like the act of a desperate person trying to cover up. I mean, we knew, of course, that's why, when we realized that the painting was based off of a real thing that happened, yes, that's why the person tried to offer on the painting first. And then when the artist said no and wanted it to go on display instead, somebody came to steal the painting. Couldn't find it at his apartment, and then went to the exhibit and broke in the middle of the night and burned everything apart from the painting. They stole it. Which, looking back, I don't think I actually drew in my conclusions then that that's a weird thing to do, to steal it instead of actually destroying it. If you're trying to cover it up, you would destroy it, right? And they couldn't find the photo that Mercurio stashed in his apartment. He hid that, so we found that. So, yeah. And it might have been Mercurio was blackmailing him initially. That's why he stashed the photo. But then this mobster hijacked the blackmail scheme. That could be it. But anyway, either way, yeah, they stole the painting when they couldn't find the original photo in the hopes that it would suffice as blackmail material. Otherwise, they would have just burned it because they didn't have the real photo. So what happened at the party?
So, let's return to the beginning.
But
what happened at the party?
spare plenty of details because I don't want to hear that shit.
As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry.
Bit of a setup
I
then.
completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault?
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
Don't believe you.
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the Crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting
benefit
in
your
prison is
victim.
the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
Okay. Help them all. Find some help for these people and just bundle them up under a bridge. And pretend they don't exist except when you want something from them and exploit them.
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
That's not all.
No, now I'm going to blackmail you instead and get you to do this. Then you get the photo. But at least I'm not asking for money from you.
Naylor deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
I need to
All
think
right,
this
then
all
I'll
through.
take this to the press.
Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
John's putting a new... What is this? He's putting up a whole new poster. How are you even doing that? I don't know. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, so let's see then. What else can we do? We can work on this Niccolo Bernadotti side of things. Neil is the woman from the photo. The photo will ruin the envoy's career. That was the envoy's offer. The envoy's interest in the photograph is pragmatic. If he obtains it, nothing will threaten his reputation. Neela is the woman from the photograph, and the photo will ruin his career again. System suffers. All refugees are victims of a system. The situation they are in must and can be mended. Which means we can already draw a conclusion now The envoy wants to secure his reputation. The British envoy violated Naylor, the refugee, during the party. Were the photographs of the crime released, it would ruin his career, or perhaps I could use that leverage to help the refugees. So we can do the small evil for the greater good. Thomas Norton is a debaucher who has committed a terrible act. Even though he deserves to be brought to justice, I cannot overlook the opportunity to do a greater good. The greater good. Give the envoy the photograph in exchange for the refugees' legalization. Or we can do merciless justice. The envoy can be neither trusted nor forgiven for what he has done. Humiliation and ostracization from an outraged Cordona are the least he deserves. He deserves to be paraded through the street in village stocks and pelted with rotten fruit and vegetables. Give the photograph to Vogel, and he can make it all public. Why do I get the feeling now Vogel kind of wants us to do that? He dragged us into all this in the hopes that this would all fall into his lap. I think he knows what's happened. This isn't just, oh, somebody broke into my art gallery and, you know, I'd like you to maybe look into what happened. And it's like, you know what's going on. You want me to find the thing that this leads to. All right, well, I'm going to not draw that yet. We still have to investigate the Niccolo Bernadotti. We know where he is now. So in Scaladio, its main office is in southeastern on Bazaar Road near the crossing with Roman Road. Bazaar Road is this, and Roman Road is that. So it's down here somewhere. Okie dokie. Alright, I'll be back. We'll see what we can get from these guys. If there's any punishment we can throw their way instead, would be even better. Can actually do the police's job for them. So here you go. Here's some actual evidence about this guy. You can throw him in jail now. And it might shine some new options on what we can do with the envoy. Throw both of them in jail. A little further down, this way. Do we have anything we can... What is this? That's the bookshop. Okay, we don't need to go there. Or anything. Alright, so it's in this area somewhere. Yeah. That's Roman Road along there. Okay. So it's near here. Bernadotti. Import-export. Could be this building here, actually. This is looking particularly... Could be this as well, like the whole thing. Yeah, the whole building. Bernadotti Limited. Or it could be Bimited. I don't know. That's a really weird L. It's like a lowercase b almost. What the...
It seems they're not expecting guests.
No, apparently not. We're going to have to dress as a mobster, aren't we? We're going to need to put our tracksuit on. Oh, there's a trigger man at the back.
These workers don't look like your average Cordona folk.
They're refugees from the camp.
Yeah, these folk here.
May I ask for your assistance?
Sorry, we don't see much here.
But you do see all these mangoes on the floor, right? So...
That's our way in, Sherry.
Alright, yeah, calm down there, Solid Snake. Jesus. What do I do? Just climb into one of these crates? Put it in the back of the carriage and hope to be transported into another part of the map? And then we get to fight Vulcan Raven in his big tank, or the Gatling gun in the cargo area. Yeah. Alright, I'm probably going to need to dress as a gangsta. So I'm going to move out here, away from these guys, so they can't see me getting changed in the public street. Which one of these is a gangster criminal class type? I mean, that is a criminality type outfit, but I mean, really? Yeah, tracksuit time. It's always the tracksuit. Yeah. Nope, that's more of a local thing. Scruffy shit and scars. Look at me, I'm a real bad boy. John, you get to be the ice cream man again. Yep, here we go. The ice cream mafia is coming for you guys. Yeah, that's right. Ice cream mafia time. They'll never notice John with his shiny outfit and bright colors. You're looking good, brother. You're looking good. Hello there, fellow criminal. How's life?
Hey, yo. This is private property. You lost something.
Oh. I'm here on City Hall business. Look at John perched on the... All he needs is the Sam Fisher-style goggles now, and we're good to go. Or maybe we can get him like a Batman outfit. You know, yeah. Victorian-era Batman outfit. Again, it's one of those where you think you needed to be in disguise, but you actually show up as Holmes and they just have a regular-ass conversation with you. What do we want to tell them? City Hall business? C. Bernadotti or private investigator? City Hall business might work. We could pretend to be here on behalf of the envoy.
Good day, sir. I've been sent by City Hall to see Mr. Bernadotti.
Good day.
Mr. Bernadotti
How do you do?
isn't seeing anyone. You have 3 seconds to walk away or you'll never walk again. Capito?
It's in Mr. Bernadotti's best interest to...
Capito, really? One of your people is dead.
Listen, the man Bernadotti sent to...
So...
Fuck it. Bonk!
I did try to resolve this peacefully.
I use my bonking stick. Alright, skip combat, because that's dumb. I don't like the combat in this game. Yeah, well, you should have just listened to me, guy. Like, seriously. Now, can I get any clues from in here before I go and talk to Bernadotti? Doesn't look as though there's anything around here. Alright, so that was the way in. Was it? Or was that the way in?
Sherry, look. This seems familiar.
What seems familiar? Oh, it's the painting. What have we got here? Yes, this looks like tableware, guys, you know? There's obviously plates and, you know, cutlery and stuff, knives and forks.
A Dogon statue from West Africa. A century old at least. Masks, traditional for the Chokwe people of Central Africa. VH Grindley Flow Blue tableware. This is what lies behind the facade of Bernadotti Company Limited.
Say it ain't so. Can we take a picture of it and show it to the police? No, I can't give them, like, useful evidence against these guys? Hi. Don't worry about a thing. I'm here to inspect for rats. It's all good.
An amazing piece of
This is
culture.
definitely
I
not a
imagine
rat.
Many collectors and museums would be interested in having it.
Carry on, everybody. Nothing else in here? No? Just the painting? Okay. What's under the sheet, I wonder?
Let's see what's hidden.
Ooh. Oh boy. Oh my, that is indeed an imagery. That is an image.
Vogel's stolen painting.
I mean, obvious.
Isn't it curious how it developed into a much more interesting case?
How is anybody going to look at that face, though, of the devil and think, oh, wait, that's the envoy? Doesn't look anything like him, really. So, you know. But here we are, I suppose. We had the wrong piece of evidence pinned as well. I wonder if I can do anything else. Can we go through here? Yes, we can.
Come any closer. One step and I'll shred you to pieces.
Oh, will you now? But look at my tracksuit. You're in trouble. Yeah. I will break you. Wow, no one will find your body. Look, I know exactly how to get rid of you, okay? So, yeah, go ahead. Do your worst. I'm standing right here. I ain't going anywhere.
Go ahead. Make
I can do this all day.
Righto. Yes.
Righto.
Well, excuse me, sir. I think I hear... I've got to...
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the phone ringing? I should probably go somewhere.
Oh, wow, that was as if somebody put my words in your mouth.
I don't like the sound of that. I mean, they were my words anyway. Even if they were your words. Your words are my words, because you don't exist. Shut up. What do we got? Cordona Chronicle front page Zeppelin related. Led Zeppelin's in town? Okay. And what do we glean from that? I don't know. Wow, this place is big. I got a lot of places I can hide. There's resources. Logistics. Can I go through any of these doors? No? Okay. So through the front door. Everybody's just cowering before me now. It really is like Batman just walked into the room. Bernadotte Company Limited. Shipping the world to you.
The Bernadotte Company
Quite
Limited
literally.
trade network reaches the most distant colonies of the Great Empire.
It must be very convenient for a man like Bernadotte.
Yeah, no kidding. John's like, I'm just trying to break in here and steal their checkbook. Don't mind me. Oh, okay. What do we got?
I suppose it's Mr. Bernadotte with our fine governor.
75.
1875 was taken a few years back. John, how many people in Cordona have a photograph with the governor, do you think?
You definitely don't have one.
Yeah, I didn't ask if I had one. I was saying how many other people do.
I have a family.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just here to look at your paperwork. Like I said, I'm from City Hall. I'm just doing an audit, okay? I'm doing an audit of justice. So we got waybills. Invitation to a ball with a City Hall emblem. Hello. But I can't look at it specifically.
Spare me.
Oh, you consider yourself spared. It's alright, love. But move out of my way. I'm trying to look at your stuff. Oh, look at all the little figures on the desk. Look. Oh. Okay. Let's see. What else did we get in the casebook? Anything? No. What's in here?
So, you've cut through all the guards just to talk to me. And come here, and we shall talk.
One moment, please. I just want to make sure there's nobody in your sales department. No? Alright. Could you let John into the accounting room? He wants to steal your checkbook. Thank you. Alright. Oh, no, never mind. He's in here now having a ciggy. It's all good. I guess he gave up. Quite the collection of stuff. I'll be with you in one moment, Mr. Bernadotte. I'm just... You know what? Yeah, since we're here anyway as Sherlock now, let's take the tracksuit off. Aha! It was me, Sherlock Holmes, all along. You thought I was some ruffian. He is an ice cream man, though, so don't worry about it. He's just literally stripped off and got changed. He's got a gun over here, and he didn't even pick it up to defend himself. Weird. You're a weird man. What you got over here, though? Photograph of a little girl, relative. Be a shame if something would to happen to your granddaughter. Right. Well then, sir.
Whenever you're ready, I'd hate to intrude.
No, it's okay. So I'd just like to get to know who I'm talking to. Yes, that's a very serious mustache you have, sir. What have we got here, I wonder? The gang tat. So those are like, I guess they're rank symbols, right? So this other guy who had like a dot above 2 lines is just below him. Oh, he has a gun anyway, so he's alright. Yeah, let's have a look. What's this? Damaged skin. Doesn't shun the dirty work. Dude gets his hands dirty. Let's go ring. Married. And he has a gun. Cold-blooded. He's a cruel gang leader who isn't afraid to get his hands dirty to show off his position of power. Hard worker in his youth, Bernadotte grew hatred toward the world around him, continually expects trouble, and is always ready to make some. Raised in a poor family, he had to work in the fields from a young age and led to him suffering from pellagra, the effects of which still show on his skin. He refused to hide this under fancy clothes, that he might always remember where his motives and identity were born. Bernadotte and his men have different tattoos in the same style. The tattoos are more probably a code that represents ranks within a tightly structured and secretive criminal organization. I think that's a pretty accurate description. What's the other one? Calculating mastermind. He's a harsh gang leader and a calculating businessman. He beams confidence and menace. He anticipates danger by keeping a gun near him, but still holds it in a holster. Yeah, like he's like, I got a gun. I don't need to pull it, but I've got a gun, just in case I do. Bernadotte descends from a working class, being raised in a poor family, worked in the field from a young age. Hard under the sun, bad nutrition led to him from suffering pellagra. He overcame the disease and shows its effects on his skin. Despite being financially comfortable now, distances himself from the high life, keeping his clothing and appearance quite conservative. Bernadotte and his men have different tattoos of the same style. Okay. So we either say that he's ruthless and hates everything around him, or he's calculating. I think, given what we know about him, though, that might be a better read. Because we know the guy runs a smuggling business. Now, yeah, he's a criminal. He's obviously a mobster. And he's not above extortion and stuff. And even having people go murder people. But, although even then, his gangster, like, we got the feeling that obviously the guy who we found dead at the refugee camp, he did kill the artist. But what we put together at the crime scene was in the heat of the moment, he tried to sneak in to steal the painting or find the photograph, and Mercurio found him. Like, he was in the back room developing photographs, heard the noise, came out, and it descended into a quick fight and struggle. The knife came out and he cut the guy, or rather, a knife that was at hand, like the dinner knife, was used to take a wild slash at him, and it ended up cutting his neck, and the guy bled out. And he did try to save him. So it's not like he was like, yeah, go in there, kill the dude, and, you know, get the painting. That was just circumstance. It wasn't a premeditated murder. Which doesn't speak to a ruthless crime lord, right? And then when he went to when the same guy went to, you know, the refugee camp, he was not trying to hurt the girl that he was after. He didn't go to kill her. He could have done that quite easily and then run. But he was trying to drag her out and away for whatever the reason was, but we assume to keep her quiet, put her somewhere where she can be trotted out into public if the blackmail scheme goes awry, and they can bury Norton with it. So he's calculating. You know, even his thug going to the gallery was a calculated effort. So we're going to go with the calculating mastermind. Doesn't make him a nice person,
Hello,
obviously.
Bernadotte, I presume? The name is Sherlock Holmes.
But that's the
and I'm
flavour of
afraid
bad
I
that
bring
he
bad
is.
Tidings.
Is that so?
The man you sent to the refugee camp failed in his task. He
Quite
impaled himself with
spectacularly.
his own blade. Clumsy and chaotic end.
For a man
Wow.
who just broke onto my property, you are more businessman than brute. You have my attention, Mr. Holmes. Do not waste it.
Just tell the guy, yeah, he stabbed himself with his own knife. Kind of silly, really. Do you know Boniface Mercurio?
Mr. Bernadotte, do you know the name Boniface Mercurio?
I do not.
Mercurio was a local artist. Recently, a man broke into his apartment,
Your man?
ransacked the place, and killed him. The thief was looking for something.
You are testing my patience, boy.
In a moment, the connection will reveal itself.
Well, I'm investigating the robbery.
I was hired, privately, to investigate the recent theft of a painting from an art gallery. My investigation led me to a man from your organization, and thus, to you, Mr. Bernadotti.
That is quite a stretch. Why would I need to steal a painting when I could buy anyone I wanted?
Well, this guy refused to sell it.
I spotted the stolen painting in your storeroom.
I buy and sell a lot of things, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, if this is true, it is not the first time I have been sold stolen merchandise. I presume you were hired by the owner of the gallery. Tell them to contact me, and we'll sort out the situation.
Here's a slippery one.
This painting is why you broke into my office.
As I said, your man was found dead in the refugee camp. He was there to kidnap a woman, but the other refugees intervened to try and save her. The ensuing scuffle resulted in the man's accidental suicide. He sported the same tattoo as your men in this building. In fact, it also bears a resemblance to the one on your neck. Care to explain what business your man had with this woman?
You have no idea what you are talking about. I can assure you this was no kidnapping. The refugees in the camp are on edge. What happened there is a tragic accident, one I am not responsible for.
For what reason was your man there if not to abduct her?
Why would I answer? You are yet to justify your presence in the slightest. So many words, so little action. When you barged into my office, Mr. Holmes, I got the impression you wanted to talk business. Now I see you had come just to talk. Tell me exactly what you want, or get out.
It was necessary groundwork for what comes next. I have enough evidence to conclude that the gallery thief, the artist's killer, and the dead man in the camp are all the same person.
Your time is almost up, Mr. Holmes.
Before you draw your gun, there is one final detail I am yet to mention. The young woman your man was tasked to collect from the refugee camp had been defiled at a perverse masquerade party. That violation was captured in a photograph by Boniface Mercurio and used as a reference for his painting. The photo shows the attacker's face.
Finally. That's why you're here, Mr. Holmes. You have the photograph.
It is what your man was after when he broke into Mercurio's apartment, and it is what you're after too, isn't it, Mr. Bernadotti?
You have the photograph with you? How much do you want for it?
I am not naive enough to carry it with me, but I am yet to decide what I shall do with it. I know the man in the photo is a British envoy. What interest do you have in his downfall?
I must admit, I am rather impressed by how comprehensively you have pursued this matter. And so, you deserve the honest answer. My business dealings are often arduous in their bureaucracy. A man in his position, willing to look the other way, could ease my work significantly.
Yeah, it's not about blackmail money.
I will make sure no one looks his way either. A favor.
This is about keeping him on the hook forever.
Also known as blackmail, the modus operandi of any true professional.
It was not originally my idea. Mercurio set things in motion, extorting the envoy for the most trivial of ends. Money. In response, the envoy hired my man to retrieve the painting and the photograph, eliminating Mercurio's leverage. I only learned the whole story after the artist was killed in his home.
And rather than extricate yourself, instead you took over Mercurio's venture.
I did say that, didn't I?
It fell into my lap. As a businessman,
Mercurio was the original blackmailer and he decided to use it.
How much do you want for the image?
Because otherwise, why would Mercurio have hidden the photo if he didn't understand its worth? He used it as a reference in a painting, but then he hid it. So I said he was probably actually going to blackmail the envoy, and then this guy took over the scheme. Okay, let's talk about smuggled artifacts first.
I could not help but appreciate the collection of smuggled artifacts in your storeroom. You have rather diversified your business.
Oh, high and mighty of you, Mr. Holmes. Not all smuggling is immoral. I pay generous rates to developing cultures and spread their culture to eager buyers. And furthermore, I supply many immigrants with a taste of home.
A very convenient way of thinking.
I have traveled wildly, Mr. Holmes. I've seen people in far-flung lands for whom my services are a lifeline. Without them, they would starve. The tax on cargo is often so absurd that it would be more profitable to simply sink your ship than dock it in the harbor. And trust me, I am speaking from experience.
So why did you need the girl?
Why did
Backup
you send
leverage?
a man to remove the woman from the camp?
Without a photograph, her testimony was the next best thing. Securing her was in everyone's interest. Victims and witnesses all too often disappear. I thought the girl was safer with us. I did not anticipate what would happen at the camp.
Well, the young guy would literally stab himself in the chest. Yeah, I don't think anybody could have seen that coming, to be honest.
I saw refugees from the camp at your warehouse. They work for you.
I have made certain arrangements with City Hall and the police. Thanks to me, refugees can work and be paid. It's a pathway to freedom.
Nah, it's another form of slavery, dude.
Capitalizing on their cheap labor.
I have heard no complaints. They seem happy just to get out of that slum.
Yeah, I would imagine they do, but they could be better off even then. Like, oh, thank God things are slightly less terrible. All right. Let's say I did give you the photo.
Why should I give you the photograph?
Just name your price.
What if my price were not money? You claim to have connections, Mr. Bernadotte. Perhaps you could improve conditions for the refugees. Give them a chance for a better life.
I do have connections, Mr. Holmes, but help the whole camp? You are asking too much. I could, however, make arrangements
okay,
for
here
one
it is.
person. The woman who was violated will have her own home outside the camp, solely for her and her child. She will no longer be a refugee, but a princess. That I can guarantee.
Is that really possible?
It will be neither fast nor easy, but I can do it. She deserves it, don't you agree? And as for her abuser, he will serve me as much as he deserves.
So in your plan, everybody will be given their due. Especially you, Mr. Bernadotte.
Seems like a fair deal, no? I doubt anyone could offer you better. Simply give me the photograph, and the world becomes a better place. I give you my word.
So those are the options, basically, is... Alright. Let's go to the Mine Palace. So that goes there. Right. So we can now get one of two different conclusions. She's violated and nearly kidnapped. First of all, I must make sure that her and her baby are secure, or all the refugees are a victim of this system. So that would lead us to the envoy securing his reputation, and we can act against him in some way. So, small evil for the greater good is what we have here. Or we could do a different one, we could say merciless justice, right? Make it all public. So if she's a victim of violation and we focus on her as the victim, well, now we need more stuff to work on that. Mercurio's painting stolen, and Bernadotte promises to give her a new home. Wants to gather proof of the envoy's crimes in order to continually blackmail him. That is now compatible with this. So we can again have merciless justice, the envoy is despicable, and Bernadotte is trying to take advantage of the situation. I cannot trust either of them. Only the truth will resolve matters. I must give the photograph to Vogel and he can make it all public. So we could say that. Take them both down with this. Or we could collaborate with him. And we can get a home for Neela and the baby. But the refugees stay in the camp. Ooh. So it all depends how we do this. So it seems Vogel is involved on both sides. Yeah. So we can either help all the refugees, but no special treatment for Neela, the envoy goes free, nothing happens to Bernadotte as a result. Do we have everything for this case now? Yeah, all clues for the found for current case. So that's everything. We've got nothing else we can do about this. So how do we feel about these options? Apparently the neighbor's so shocked by the options they dropped something on the floor. Oh my goodness. Alright, we get it. You can stop dropping things now, thank you. Like, I think helping Neela is like, it's a very nice thing to do. It doesn't help everyone else. The envoy doesn't suffer anything for what he's done, and Bernadotte gets to continue being a criminal with a connection, a very powerful connection in the City Hall and the British government's infrastructure. And all it costs to allow that to happen is to let a violated woman and her baby get a good place to live. And it's, as much as I like that side of the equation, it doesn't weigh up in my brain. Like, if we allow all the refugees to be mended, she will benefit as well. That's my take on this. It's not like, oh, she's the only one in the camp and everyone else gets to come out. No, no, no. She should be fine too. But that allows, and we can get the envoy clear of blackmail. Now, he is a scumbag. But it's whether or not we believe that he said he was drugged at the party and had no control over his actions. But he went to a party knowing that this kind of stuff was going to happen anyway. Not necessarily the drugging and blackmailing and pictures and so on, but he was there to engage in debauchery nonetheless, which is just skeezy. But he gets to keep his job if we do this, right? If we gave the photograph to Vogel, he would make the whole thing public, but the refugees will still be stuck in their shit situation. Thing is, with this one, it's just Norton who suffers. If we do that one, and this, both of them get taken down. That's like the naive truth, though. We make it all public. But then what happens to the refugee? I want to help them, you know? I feel like this is the most Sherlock Holmes solution, though. If we were to put ourselves in his shoes, he would be like, no, we expose all the truth dispassionately and try not to get anything out of it. And then if we do that and just hope that society corrects itself, it would shine a light on the abusers. But I don't like it. But I feel like that's what Holmes would do, right? It's not about what I want as well. I put myself in the character's shoes. I personally would choose to go with Norton's offer to help all the refugees, give him the blackmail material so that nobody can control him in the future. Hell, even then he might actually turn on Bernadotte and try to take him down in the end anyway. but he is a bit of a sleaze bag. So it's whether or not we're pragmatic enough to just accept that that'll happen. But doing this as well, I can't help but feel like I'm falling into Vogel's, like, agenda. I feel like he knew this was a possible outcome and he wants it. You know what I mean? Oh boy. Well...
The door's now open, sir. You can leave through it.
Oh, thank you. I can go through the front door now. Nice. Now, to me, the Holmes way... Oh, there's still something... There's still evidence to collect out of this. I wonder what else I could get here first. None of it is key to solving the case, though. We'll leave it. The completionist in me weeps, but... we have a solution. And I need to be finishing up here soon anyway, so... along here... we can go see Vogel. And we're just gonna give him everything. Just channel your inner perfectionist. I would, but I'm too imperfect to do so. How ironic. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is turn it all over to Vogel and try to take both guys down. And hope that society corrects itself, which is a very naive hope, but I feel like a young Sherlock Holmes would be that naive. Oh, the truth will set everyone free. Except it really just doesn't. You kind of have to turn the truth into a club sometimes and hit people over the head with it in order to get real change. But this is kind of like what this is doing, but not. Not satisfyingly, anyway.
Mr. Holmes, you've returned. Have you uncovered anything new about the theft?
Yeah, if I give him the photo, like...
I've brought news, but not all of it will please you.
Fill me in, Mr. Holmes. I won't shoot the messenger.
I guess I can do both of these. First of all, Mercurio is dead, so his art just got more expensive.
Wasn't delighted about the situation.
He was not having a good day on account of his murder. Killed in his own flat by the same person that stole his painting.
Oh, sweet Mercurio. Perishing in the pursuit of his art. How apt. I will miss his exceptional sense of humor.
Would you like a handkerchief for the tears?
I located the thief, but found him rather cold. He was tight-lipped about the painting, too.
Huh, he's dead. How very droll, Mr. Holmes. One presumes you were not
Oh, well,
responsible.
how droll.
It was an accident at the refugee camp. He impaled himself on his own knife.
Life is nothing if not cruel and capricious. What about the stolen painting? Have you located it?
Oh, Bernadotte has that.
I found the painting, but I could not retrieve it.
Well then, where is it?
In Bernadotte's office.
Bernadotte? That shady businessman? Why would he steal it from me?
I'm afraid you'll have to ask him yourself.
He did offer, though,
I
to
take it you found something more
have it
then.
returned. But now that we're going to turn the painting over... the photo over, rather. I get the feeling he'll probably tell Vogel to take a hike. But I don't think Vogel's really interested at all. Oh my god, what if we give this guy the... Hey... Could you imagine if we give him the photo and then we find out in the next day, like, oh, now Vogel's blackmailing both of them. We'll be like, ah, oh, shit. And Vogel is really Moriarty all along.
I found the source of Mercurio's artistic inspiration. A photograph. What troubled me was that the sexual act captured was non-consensual.
She was violated? Dear God, how despicable.
Her abuser was in fact the British envoy. Mercurio took a picture of him committing the atrocity and then used it as artistic inspiration.
I had no idea a mere break-in would eventually expose such barbarity.
No, I'm sure you
Mr. Vogel,
didn't.
I want you to make everything public, including the photograph. I'm sure you have a connection at the Cordona Chronicle.
Well, we
Mr.
do as
Holmes,
well.
Loyal to your own truth till the end. Yes, I'm
Literally,
acquainted with the
Mycroft's
staff of the Chronicle.
plant
The
works
story
there.
is sensational and will surely draw attention to the gallery.
Oh,
You
God.
must be aware
I'm
that
sure it will
this
help ticket
scandal will
sales.
further hurt the victim. Does that not bother you?
No matter what one does, the truth tends to come out, as well it should. I won't be the one to stand in its way.
Though it's only your subjective truth being exposed. Not that I'm judging. It's perfectly reasonable for everyone to have their own views.
When you called me, you knew exactly what you would get.
Oh, but I'm not like you, Mr. Holmes. I cannot be sure of anything. Regardless, I must thank you, for art's sake. Well, now that we've resolved all of our outstanding matters, I have a gift for you. I took the liberty of having it delivered to Stonewood Manor. I am told it belonged to your mother.
Oh.
And what exactly have you sent me?
Frankly, I'm
We
not
know he
sure
has a
how
connection to
answer
the
that.
family somehow.
I trust you'll know.
Previously, you mentioned there may have been more to my mother's passing than consumption. It appears you were right.
Oh dear. I'd hoped to be wrong.
It's interesting that you thought that, though.
Unstable, mentally unwell. She required sustained specialized treatment, but her madness persisted.
I knew that Violet had disappeared from the public eye, but had no idea of her suffering. I cannot imagine what you're feeling.
I'm fine.
Fine. I'm just learning that I might have a genetic madness, but it's fine.
Thank you, Mr. Vogel. I am curious to see what you have procured.
Okay. Which way out? That way, yeah. So, what has he delivered to us, I wonder? Where's the nearest traveler? This way. Oh, just smack that child in the face on the way past. Wow, Holmes is such a brute. He really is. Not a very nice man, really. Stonewood Manor is over here. Okay, that was a long taxi ride. It's nighttime now. Oh, it's a big crate. My mother's favorite possession, the box. Oh, oh God, it's Mom's skeleton. Run away. No, actually, what the hell? It's a mermaid skeleton. Obviously a piece of art.
What a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Oh, it's the mermaid that John and I caught down by the river that one time as a child, right? Is there going to be a childhood memory about this? We found a real mermaid and we killed her. No. Seen through a window in another room? Okay. Along with other weird artifacts. And a
Did you just
door.
remember something? Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of
Oh,
your
let me
system by
guess.
Mycroft.
Mycroft.
What are you doing here? Get out of my house.
now. It's my house, actually. I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare you?
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything. I'm an adult now. Show me the
Well, then behave like
courtesy
one.
of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you. and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
That shut him up. There is actually a truth to that, I guess. In his own way, Mycroft, while being a terrible big brother, still is a big brother to him. Well,
Just look at this thing. It's huge.
It's huge. Mm-hmm. So there was a room that we think we can find in the house. If we saw it from a window as well, it's going to be a downstairs room, right? It's going to be like this one here, probably.
Another one. There must be something important.
Not that one, then. Okay. What is this?
The local justice system in all its glory.
Is that like a trophy from the case? I guess so. It's not going to be this room, right? Or am I supposed to pin the evidence, I guess? Under a mother's love first, yeah. Yeah, so it was this one. Because you can see the painting there that we saw on the wall in the memory.
Another one. There must be something.
Am I supposed to look at this? How am I supposed to get through this? I can't remember how this works now. Well, we do have this here.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to
Perfect
turn them into
sticks.
training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible. It must have been something else.
Yeah, no. John, stop being the altered memories.
Oh, of course. That mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we
No,
started
you're my mental distraction, John.
and someone else was around too.
We've already figured out that John is the defense mechanism that Holmes uses to repress, like, weird traumatic memories.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us.
She was like, well, let's break it then. So other people joined us. Is that other person Mycroft or the Doctor? Oh, worker
The workers
voices.
took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes.
Cabinet of
She always said
Curiosities.
that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
And now we can get through that door. Excellent. What do we have here? Memories? Good catch. Yeah, so that's the memory of that. Spent the child in the Stonewood Manor, starting to remember flashes. Okay, this is the new one. Now the Cabinet of Curiosities is open, I can proceed with my investigation into Mom's madness. We're going to find some weird shit in here, guys. And we're going to look at all that next stream.